we're good now. Jeez. All right, fish with a kite tag. Get some fish on. That's it. I'm not leaving now. I'm not leaving. Just do or die, baby. Hey, I'm sorry about that. I can see everybody's chat now. Mika, Ranyo, I hope everybody's back. I'm not gonna. This is it. This is gonna work. I can see you. Yes, I can hear you. I apologize, guys. You know what? If you try a third-party app on YouTube, don't be like a grumpy worker and don't try it while promising everybody to go live at 8:30. Try it the night before on your different YouTube thing. Man, wasn't the picture better in that last live than it usually is? I think the picture was it was like more wide angle, but unfortunately I couldn't figure out how to see the chat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna learn. Oh, that was a good takedown. Ooh, boy, we on, baby. How you doing? See that? It's all right. Grumpy's gonna deliver you some fish today. Let's bring this bad boy out. You see that? You don't need no big rod to get you a bass. Grumpy doing it with ultralight all day, baby. Come here. You don't need that. First cast on the live stream. You see that? You don't need no big hooks. That's a size 10 hook right here on a 132nds jig head. Kadoosh. First cast. Public lake. There you go. I'm gonna make it back to you guys. I promise. Yes. So Ronnie, I'm gonna figure out how to use that thing, and it was something new I wanted to try. But just because Grumpy has ADHD, of course I tried it last second. I should have done my homework. So yeah, thank you for the star, Real Dirty South. I appreciate that, man. Hey, thank you. And like I said, I apologize for that little debacle we had in the morning. I appreciate you a lot. And once again, congratulations on your success on YouTube. Makes me happy to see other people succeed. And I mean that. One day I want my kid to have some sort of YouTube account. He wants, maybe he can teach people how to play basketball or something. Let's see, second cast. Let's see if we can get a fish on a second cast. All right. We got a fish on the first cast. That was a nice dinky bass that we got. Now I upgraded today. Usually you see me fishing with a 2-pound line and still bringing in some bass. Today I'm fishing with a 4-pound line. Oh, we got another bass, baby. Who, who's your daddy? 2 casts, 2 largemouth bass. We out here living, baby. I'm in a good mood today. So yeah, grab your orca, putting you on fish at a very public lake with that little Kitech 2-inch swim impact, and we catching fish, baby. How you living? You guys are big, thanks, the real deal 8000. Thank you for stopping by, man. Gotta, you're gonna run into this problem. Well, you probably already did. It's really hard to keep up on everybody's YouTube channel. And plus, if you're like me, like if you have a squirrel brain like mine, it's even harder. I'm gonna run and check out your channel today again. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Joy? Fine, Joy. So we got 2 largemouth bass. Who are Gilles? How you doing, Gilles? Ron, everybody's here. Thanks, guys, for stopping by again. I appreciate all of you. I don't take any of you for granted. I know sometimes my stream can be a little boring, but oh, by the way, Mika, MN Picker, I got something you like. Okay, this is a third cast. The first 2 casts brought us 2 largemouth bass. We're just fishing with a 4-pound line and a dive up. I don't think it's a fish. Okay, last chance to get a fish. Let's plop it around the weeds. Maybe somebody Maybe somebody, I'm just a little fish. It'd be terrible if something bites me. Nope. All right, so couldn't get you 3 largemouth bass on 3 casts, but I got you 2. Now, let's see if we can get a bigger one. Hold on. Let me cast this out, but I do have a bass rod with me today. By the way, guys, I kind of hid my giveaway. This way, some random person that just sees my video for the first time doesn't get the giveaway. I don't do giveaways for views. I actually don't do giveaways. But in my posts, if you go to posts on my page, I did do a giveaway. And it's going to be active for another, I think, 10 days. It's about $80 worth of stuff, and I think I'll add more stuff to it. I'm just not gonna promise how much, but if it's gonna go to a U.S. person, somebody that can ship stuff to, I'm gonna give you some more stuff. I might throw you some more BG1 jig. And it's full, so I think it's promised. We're gonna have to fix some lures on live stream. I actually don't have a lighter at my house. I just have those stove lighters. So now I'm in the possession of a lighter. All right, let's see if we can catch a big bass. I know where he lives. Let's go and see. When I started my live stream originally at 8:30, I also caught a largemouth bass on a trout magnet out of all the things. Picture did look good though. Let's see. Uptown, what's going on? Fish has no pain. Alan Casual, hey, we're chasing some largemouth bass and some fat panfish today. We have a bass rod. Well, technically, this is a surf rod that my kid uses to fish for fluke during the summer on Jersey Shore. But I kind of borrowed it from him for like two times. Oh, we had a little bitey bite. Hold on. We might catch a big. So last live stream on this rod on the same setup, we caught almost a 3 pounder. It was 2 pounds and 2 pounds and 10 ounces. That's the best we caught at the end of the last live stream. I'm feeling good about it today. The largemouth are very active. The small ones, at least, are very active. Uh, I'm gonna. And today I'm in the shade, so I can read the chat really easily. Let's see. Who else is out here? Yes, Gilles, it is a Texas mount. You're right. It is a Texas rig. Nope. It is Texas rigged with it's actually a Berkeley Fusion hook with a screw lock, which I just discovered. And it's a weighted hook. I'll show it to you one sec. All right, I'll show you what I'm fishing. Come on, weeds. I'm just shaking it to get the weeds off. I actually don't use this color at all here, but we found an orange Senko a couple of days ago, a completely orange Yamamoto Senko, and I fixed it with a lighter. You know, it was wacky rigged, so it was broken in the middle. I did a short about it. I fixed it, and man, that thing delivered. So I went out and bought these. So you can see that this is a Berkeley Fusion EWG hook. It's a 1/16th weight on it. It has a screw lock, and it's a really nice hook. If I don't lose it, it's worth the money. Let's try a couple. Let's try one more cast, and then we'll go back to ultralight. Did you catch a scale yet? No, I didn't. I like that. I like that, Mika. I have to catch a scale. I do need to get a scale. But you know how I weighed? Unfortunately, that largemouth we hooked at the end of the live stream, it was completely gut hooked. So I ended up taking that fish home. That was the first time I actually gut hooked a fish this year. And It was a little sad, but it is what it is. So I weighed it at home. I have a pretty precise scale I use for eBay. It was 2 pounds and 10 ounces. Kind of sad, but it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. There's no way that nice fishing. Thank you, Uptown. I sound dude. I am from New Jersey. I'm a man from New Jersey. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know. We started off pretty good. We got two fish in our first two casts. Now we're struggling a little bit, but we're gonna go back to ultralight and we're still gonna start hammering them again. I'm probably gonna switch my Senko to black and red. Who else is out here? Thanks, Joy. I appreciate you. Got 32 people on the live stream, which is very nice. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining me on this Friday morning. Mrs. Orca has left me till Tuesday on a trip, so I don't mean to say I'm super happy. I miss her, but it looks like we're going surf fishing for fluke on either Saturday or Sunday morning for sure. We're going surf fishing for fluke with this rod, actually, probably. But it's a good rod. It's some people don't like these rods because they're Chinese, and yes, I do not buy any Chinese tackle for ultralight, and I probably would never will. But this rod is made by Tsunami. It's an Airwave Elite. It's about $120, I think. It's a little stiff, but it's perfect for fluke fishing. It's a little stiff for bass fishing. It's I think it's a medium fast also. Let's check. I think it feels like a medium fast. Are you South, Central, North Jersey? Sucks at fishing. I am Central Jersey. Oh, hey, Sucks at Fishing. I remember you. You were here when I was fishing with my other rod. I went out to this place yesterday during the rain, and I was just trying different Senkos. I caught 4 fish in about 2 hours, but they're pretty decent size. We're gonna go back to. Probably gonna go back to ultralight. I'm gonna cast. I know there's bass holding in that area. It's a very, very pressured place. It's all over fish brains, so it's not exactly easy to fish. But I like fishing with ultralight. All right, let's cast it out there one time. And just a disclaimer: I'm not a bass fisherman. I just enjoy bass fishing now. Ever since my kid hooked into that. Ever since. Nice, great, yeah. Yeah, I really want to buy a St. Croix Elite bass rod, but those things go for like $700. I found a brand new used one, but brand new used one. I found a brand new one on Facebook for 320, and I messaged the guy. Yep, we got one. We got a bass. I don't think it's a big one though. I'm pretty sure it's a fish though. We got a bass, boys. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a decent size. Yeah, we got a decent bass on the line. Come on, chat. We're having a good Friday morning. Let's go, chat. We got a decent sized fish. Oh, we got a decent sized fish on the line. Let's bring him in. I'm not gonna say it's a lunker, but hey, it's better than nothing. There you go. Off. Well, it felt bigger when it was in the weeds. Come on, buddy. We got you. All right. Was like a pound, maybe a pound and a half. There you go. Grumpy got you your third bass in 14 minutes. How about that? Eh, hey, listen, it's not easy catching bass on a live stream at a pressured spot. So there you go. All right, let's let him go real quick. If somebody can pin that I caught 3 largemouth bass so far, this way in case somebody comes in, not to show off, but in case they want to know what we're fishing for here. All right, so we got 3. Yes, I'm man, I'm in a good mood today. I don't know what it is. Maybe my wife put something in my coffee before she left on her trip. I woke up at 4 a.m. to drive her to the airport. I hope she's not watching this live stream thinking I'm happy because she's gone. I don't think Mrs. Orca has time for that though. But I am in a great mood today. I hope you're having a great Friday morning also. Hope you're ready for the long weekend. Panic Matt, what's going on? Welcome in. Who else is here? Claude. Claude Jean Pereira. Welcome in. Thank you, Jules. All right, let's see. Can anybody write 3 largemouth bass so I can pin it, please? But if you don't, it's okay. No pressure. I did notice that most of the bites will come on on a first, like when I cast it in, it drops. That's when the bite comes usually. If the bite doesn't come right after the drop, it's unlikely to get a bass bite here. If you remember on the last live stream when we caught that huge bass at the end, it actually surprised me how fast that fish took that bait. All right. A lot of them are right by the bank too. Yeah, last live stream, I was kind of about to end the live stream and I threw it like this and right away it just absolutely annihilated it. I'm going to switch colors too. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sexy fishing, you did it first. I'll pin it. Where you throwing on the all set up? I'll show you. I'm throwing a size 10 hook. Hold on, I'm in the weeds. I'm in the weeds for sure. Throwing a size 10 jig head. It's like 1/32 of an ounce. Give me a sec. I'll show you. Let's do 2 more casts with the bass rod here, and let's get out of here. Kind of throwing in the same spot I got bit. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go fluke fishing, and I'm gonna grab a striper rod with me. But I suck at striper fishing. I make no excuses for it. I need somebody to take me and show me the ropes because and I have an expensive Shimano glide bait I got on Facebook by complete accident. But if I don't know how to properly use a glide bait, I don't think I should have any business fishing for stripers. All right, let's do last cast here. We move to a new spot, about a minute away. Actually, have a good feeling about that cast. But yeah, I don't know for those of you that were in my original streams, I think the picture looks so much better in that. I used some sort of a third-party app, but I wasn't seeing chat, so I'll let it drop. Nah, that's not a fish. You know what? There's actually a super weedy spot here I want to cast from one time. There's one spot I want to cast. I know I said I was about to move, but just in a good mood today. I know good mood's gonna bring good fish, but so far so good. Let's do one last cast. Let's choose a spot. The spot I'm gonna take you to is really good for ultralight fishing too. So, oh man, oh look what I found! Found a Senko. See this? You guys think I'm kidding, right? And it has that. Somebody was using the wacky rig ring for it. That's cool. Hey, just so you know, just so you don't think I make stuff up in my shorts, I do find stuff like this all the time. Keep them for my Senko collection for the meltdown. Like Ricky Bobby, what's going on? Ricky Bobby, welcome in. Good morning. All right, last cast at this spot. I was told by an old timer from here that this is one of the best bass fishing spots here, but I don't have luck at this spot. Maybe he sent me here because he didn't want me to catch his other bass. I did catch a fish here out of a kayak, and I completely forgot. I was just drifting in the kayak, and my bait was on the bottom of the. I had like a little jig on the bottom of the. I was fixing something, and I was just drifting in the kayak, and I picked up like a good 3.5 pounder. All right, I said we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave. Let's go. And somebody asked me to show my ultralight setup, so I'll show you, and we get to use it. All right, let's go. Alrighty. All right, so my ultralight setup, it's not super cheap, but it's not expensive either. It's a Daiwa Pressa 7-foot, which you can probably still buy. You can still buy them for $70. And it's a Daiwa Gallus 1000 series reel. And it's this jig head made by iFish, who's like the ultralight fishing guru. And they're really good. Jig heads. And a Kitech swing impact. I think it's 2 inches. See, we didn't go too far. And right now I'm going to use the ultralight. I'm going to try to get you a crappie. I don't have my, unfortunately. Let's see if I can get in here. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get a fish on a Kitech with the ultralight. All right. I'm feeling good about the first cast. I know how the fish is feeling. Mr. Twister 3 or 4-inch nice shed pearl, and is what we use. Huh. I'm going to print screen that, Ryan. Oh, by the way, you know what's funny about Jersey? So just for fun, I was checking the largemouth record for New Jersey at a public lake. With all these cool baits that they're selling you for $20, the largemouth record in Jersey was caught in 1980, which is 46 years ago, on some modified homemade Mr. Twister. So it's funny that I'm sure that those Z-Man jackhammers work great, but ironically enough, some dude modified a Mr. Twister and caught a state record 46 years ago, and nobody can beat it with those glide baits and whatever else they're using today. I think it's just ironic that, and it just shows you that sometimes those expensive bass lures are a little overhyped. And I have the Z-Mans, and I have more luck on the Senko worms than Z-Man. Oh, for the striper, Mr. Twister 3 or 4-inch shad pearl. Okay, let me print screen that. Uh, on the initial cast, you should let it fall slackline. So I know what you're saying. You're talking about bass fishing or ultralight fishing. The problem with this spot is extremely weedy, which is why I like to, with my ultralight, I like to let it swim over the weed beds and I get strikes. But today, for some reason, the bluegills are not that active. Usually you'll get them. I can let it fall. The problem is we're probably going to pick up weeds. Go nice and slow. Just feel like I'm picking out weeds. Am I picking out weeds? Yeah, we got two. When I started the live stream, we had two largemouth back to back with this Kitech. Let me cast it to the left. To the left, to the left. Kind of keeping my rod up because I don't want it. Who else is in here? I won thousands of Ozark Trail 5 whopper plopper compared to. Nice. That's a cool comment, Ricky. But Ozark Trail makes some good stuff. All right. Is that a fish or is that weeds? I'm not sure yet. We're gonna find out. Yeah, it's weeds. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes a bass will grab the kitech and just take it into the weeds. Kitech's not delivering today. This is the time of the year that perch will usually bite at this place. Me and my wife went fishing exactly a year ago at this place, and she was nailing perch and gulp minnows. If you twitch it, you might twitch yourself into a bass. I don't like to twitch it that aggressively. All right, let's see. What does it say? Have you tried the shed fry? Yes, yes, the shed fries I do. The shed fries I have tried. I love those things. First, first tournament this year. Yeah, I think I absolutely love Z-Man products. I'm gonna say that first, and then I'm gonna tell you that I feel like chatterbait, especially for areas like Jersey and weedy places like Jersey Lakes and New York, like Northeast. I feel like chatterbait, unless you have a boat and you know your lake and you can cast it where it's not weedy, I don't think chatterbait is the right thing to use here. But what do I know? I've tried so many times, and we've used chatterbait on live stream. We caught fish on it on live stream. For some reason, we caught so much more fish using more simpler setups, and that's just me. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can get a bass. For some reason, even the kitech's not working. Might have to try my gulp minnow. Hold on. Let's try. Let's try a Senko. I still think this color doesn't work as good as black and red, but just for fun, let's use this. So yeah, I'm gonna go live surf fishing. It might be early in the morning though, because I do have children and I gotta take care of them all weekend. So the only time I can get out on the weekend is probably super early morning, like 6 a.m. I'll already be there. Ozark Trail and sounds like buzzbait and whopper plopper had a baby. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, well, good luck on your tournament, Ricky Bobby. What's going on, ET? Who else is here? Let's cast this rod 3 times and let's chill. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually not gonna change the spot. I'm gonna change my lure on the ultralight. They're kind of slow to bite right now, so I'm gonna throw the gulp minnow. I saw my friend Ronyo has come to the dark side and tried the gulp minnow. What a lot of people get wrong about gulp minnow is that the reason it works when other lures don't work is because of that scent. And what Berkeley has figured out is they make it from a completely different material compared to everybody else. So it absorbs the scent like a sponge, which is why they shrink if you leave them out in the sun. And on the days where you can't get a bite, gulp minnow will outfish other baits. And a lot of that's why on Jersey Shore, fluke fishing, gulp absolutely dominates everybody else with the same material for fluke fishing. You can throw the same lure made by Zoom, like the same shad or fluke, and you will not get a fish. But for some reason, gulp jerk shad just dominates. All right. I should still call for fluking. I'm trying to better of going. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring 2 rods when I go fishing. I'm bringing my waders so I don't make the same mistake I made last live stream. I'm bringing my waders. I'm bringing this rod. I'm gonna set it up with. I have an Ice Strike 3/16 jig head. And I'm gonna put 6-inch jerk shad on it. And I'm gonna bring a striper rod with a glide bait. And I'll buy some cut bait just in case. But you're right, the ocean is still too cold for fluke. That's what I'm hearing. I honestly just want to get out there and fish one time. Real dirty baits. Ricky Bobby, I gotta subscribe to you. I don't. I think I'm subscribed to you. Uh, Ricky Bobby, can you do me a favor? If you're still on the live stream, can you drop me a comment on my short so I can find your channel? I think I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to so many people that I forget. I haven't seen you in my live stream in a while. That's why I drop me a comment, and anybody else who's here from Jersey, drop me a comment, and I'll find your channel and I'll subscribe to you. And I'll try to keep up, which is hard, but all right. Let's see. One more cast with this thing, and we're switching. What's going on, North Storm? All right, somebody's screaming over there. I'm not sure if they caught a fish or they're dying. I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully they caught a fish. In Jersey, you never know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch that color to black and red, and we're gonna switch Gulf Minnow instead of Kitech. I know Kitech also has a scent, but Gulf Minnow has a better color. All right, roll this up. Who else is here? Your work and new girlfriend been keeping me busy, but been live the last 2 weekends. All right, Ricky Bob. I didn't know you were a tournament bass fisherman, so that's it's an honor to have you in my live stream. I'm like a average Joe ultralight fisherman that picked up a bass rod this year. All right, well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch this to black and red, and I'm gonna switch my ultralight to Belt Minnow here, so I can read the chat. Any 3 pounders yet? No, Paul. The only 3 pounder we came close to was the last live stream I had. The last fish we caught was 2 pounds and 10 ounces. All right, so I'm gonna switch this. I popped into my local Walmart, and luckily enough, they had the black and red. They had the black and red Yamamoto. I'm not particular to Yamamoto. Please tell me I took it with me. I even took. I even bought a bag of these. It's some sort of a no-name brand that Walmart carries. I think this pack is like costs like $3. Actually, you know what? You know what? You guys ever fished this thing? Tequila Sunrise? Should we try this color? I've never fished this in my life before, and I bought a pack of it. Here, I think it might do well because it has that curly tail. Can you send? Oh, I didn't know you were making baits. But yeah, man, send them over. But Grumpy is very honest. We'll use them in the live stream, and whatever we catch, we catch. If we don't catch, we don't catch. You can send them to me. Actually, if you sell them, I'd rather buy them from you. Real dirty South. I like to keep it honest because I did accept baits from people, and then I kind of feel like, you know, you know what I'm saying, right? What am I doing? Grumpy's an idiot. I will buy if you sell them. I'll buy a pack just to try. I'll gladly support you. I'm not made out of money, but I'd rather buy things from people that support my channel than get them for free. I don't know if that makes sense. And this way, also, my mind is kind of clear of, I can be honest about it. I'm sure they'll work though. If you have a black, I really like black and white colors, like simple colors. If you have those, I'll gladly buy them from you. Got it. No, okay, it's up to you. If you want to send it to me, you feel free to do that. But I will also gladly buy them from you, a pack just to try. Um, I ran many businesses in my life, and the biggest problem with running a business, and some people will know and back me up on this, is that sometimes your friends will want your stuff for free and they don't realize how much work you've put into it, how much money you spent. I don't know if they rigged this right, but let's try it. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? If you run a business, just so you know, if your friend runs a business, chances are if they just started, they're in a hole, and it costs them money to run a business. So instead of trying to get a discount or get stuff for free, pay the full price, and they won't tell you maybe, but they'll really appreciate it. Trust me. Hey, who else is Edward? What's going on, Edward? Mr. Grumpy. Wow, Paul. How you doing, Paul? Welcome in, Paul. Paul, the legend from Netherlands. Paul says my name the best. Ooh, Paul says, Mr. Grumpy. I don't know if I'm fishing this right. If anybody can give me any advice, I've never fished this thing before. I just grabbed it at my local Walmart. Uh, you want to give me some pointers? If you fish this thing and you caught fish on it, and we're gonna switch our Kitech to a gulp minnow, and then we'll go some ultralight fishing. Yes, Paul does catch fish bigger. He catches fish bigger than my kid, not bigger than me. I'm a full size American guy. I'm not quite at 300 pounds, but I don't think I'm getting to 200 pounds anytime soon either. But it's good to see everybody here. I really appreciate you guys stopping in. Like I say, I never take anything for granted. So the fact that I got 60 people on the live stream and I haven't caught a fish in the past 10 minutes, it means a lot. About 2 hours already, fly home again. Work has been canceled until 28th. Oh, you there you go, Paul. You're living it up, man. You know what? I love to hear that as a former working stiff. And I know you're not a working stiff, but it's great when the work is canceled and they pay you for it. Congratulations on that. That is what we call doing it right. Now, the one person not doing it right now is me because I can't catch you guys a fish. So, Paul, we started off the live stream. First two casts, two bass. Within another 10 minutes, one more bass. And for the past 25 minutes, nothing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to switch it up. I'm going to throw a gulp minnow. I'm still waiting. I'm going to see if anybody gave me some advice on fishing this thing. We're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to grab a gulp minnow. Uh, Taking this. Thanks, Joy. Busy day here. No fishing today. Thank you for fishing for me. You got it, Joy. No problem. I do have some errands to run later, but mostly Texas rig those, but they will hit it that way too. Got it. All right. Let's see. I have some gulp minnow. I know people have positive and negative things to say about gulp minnows. I personally love them when the bite is tough. And I was fishing a Kitech before. We were not getting any bites on the Kitech. So let's switch to a gulp minnow on my ultralight. Maybe next time I can set up a catfish rig and bring it out here too. This way we can have a trifecta. You guys like my drip, my iFish tackle gloves? I'm not wearing it to be cool. I'm wearing it to protect my hands because cancer is not a joke, guys. Protect yourself at all times. I think a current way to see a melanoma cancer doc in the New Jersey Cancer Center. So don't play with your body. Good morning, Catherine. Hey, Oregon. That's awesome. Across the country, Oregon. Last time I was in Oregon was 2017 when I used to live in Sacramento, California. My buddy bought some of you might not even know what the kind of car it is, but he bought a Saab wagon and he asked me to go help him go get it. So we drove up to Oregon from Sacramento and drove it back. Oregon's a cool state. We actually did not stop there for the night. We drove back. I remember. I don't know if any of you drove your car to the point so much to the point where you start seeing things. I thought the lights of a car in front of me. I thought I was chasing Santa down the highway. I was hallucinating because we drove for about, I'm gonna say we drove for about 12 hours straight, coming back at night. Yeah, but if you drive for a long time, for those of you that don't know, you start hallucinating. Ryan will probably back me up on that. He's a professional driver. Who else is out here? Thanks for stopping in, Catherine. Yep, side wagons this week. Mika, I was actually like, I used to be big into cars. So all my original friends come from car forums. I basically lived on car forums between 2002 and until I really got married, 2011. I used to be heavy into cars. All I did was cars every day when I had free time. Modified them. I had like turbo Miatas. I had Mustangs. Yeah, that was a good time. There's a lot of money in there in that business too, if you know what you're doing. All right, I'm not getting bites on Gulf Minnow. It is a terrible day. Okay, let's do one more cast at this spot and let's get out of here. We're sucking wind here. One more cast and we're out. We're gonna go to a different spot. I actually still have a Miata. I blew the engine in it. I put a turbo kit on it. Had that car since 2014, so 12 years. It's a 95, and I wanted to show my kid. I winterized it, and the problem was I think one of my injectors was clogged or not flowing properly. So I was going up a hill, and I punched it. And my turbo, I think, pushes about 14 psi, which was a little high. You should want to keep it around 10. And yeah, I threw a rod, and I still got it home on 3 cylinders. I got it home. Oil was all over the place, but it's now sitting under a tarp. I pulled the engine out of it, but I didn't finish it. All right, let's change the spot because I'm not catching any fish here. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Yes, but blowing up a motor in your car while your kid is in it and trying to lip it home because you don't have insurance and don't want to get a huge ticket is not a parenting moment I'm proud of. But we got it home. I didn't want to deal with the cops. Let's see. Did not want to deal with the cops on that one. All right, this is a promising spot. Let's try it. I've caught bass here before. I've caught bass here before. Let's try it. They're kind of like stay along the edge here. See if I can. Last time I actually caught a bass just dragging it top water and dropping it into holes like that. Nah, it's too weedy for drops. What's out here? What lake? The lake is a secret. But trust me, very pressured lake. I wouldn't say that fishing here is great. You got to know what you're doing. But we're in Central Jersey. I really want to switch to a Senko that's black and red because that's what worked for me last couple of times. All right. The ultralight bite is so slow today. I'm very surprised. Who else is out here? Put a couple of Caltech in the gob bag and soak the flavor. That's a good idea. I should do that. Kitech does swim much better. They're both pricey lures though that don't last. All right, let me do one more cast. I'm being impatient now because I'm not catching fish. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cast this out there and let it sit. There has to be a bass here somewhere. And after this cast, I'm gonna fish gulp minnow again, and I'm gonna switch to a black and red Yamamoto Yamasenko. That's a great name, Yamasenko. I don't think it's a fish. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna be super lazy. I'm actually gonna just that worm is a power bait worm, so I'm just gonna cast it in and let it sit there because what next thing you know, we're gonna chasing the rod down. Let me cast the gulp minnow out a couple of times. See if we can catch a crappie. I can't believe I caught 3 fish in the first 14 minutes and now I'm just sucking wind. I'm sorry, guys. Grumpy Bass, what's going on, Grumpy Bass? Long time no see, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I always see you in I see you in NJ Maniac's live streams. I don't know if I'm impeding on his live stream right now, but the ultralight bite is not being good right now. Usually, I'm like the king of ultralight bite. I'm even twitching it. Nothing's happening, man. The way I'm twitching it, I'm gonna definitely twitch myself into like a dinky bass, but it is what it is. At this point, any fish is good. But yeah, the bite is slow. Maybe because the weather changed to cold again. Started out great. You're about to go. Well, thanks for stopping in, James. I appreciate you. Welcome to the live stream. I hope I didn't bore you to death today. Sometimes we do really well. Sometimes we'll sit there for half an hour without a fish. I appreciate you stopping in. Oh, bite. Yep, that's a fish. Unless that has to be a fish. Yeah, it is a fish. Okay, just like I said, I think this is going to be a. Yeah, that is a largemouth. Unless you bluegill will usually run on the side. Oh, that's a good sized bass. No, that's not a bass. That's a crappie. Holy crap, that's a huge crappie. Damn, crappie's nuts. That's a eat a crappie right there. But you know, oh my god, that's a good fish. Look at this thing. That's a that's a slab right there. That's a beautiful fish. Look at this thing. That is a good size. That's probably the biggest crappie I've caught here this year by far. And because it's spawn season, I would love to eat that thing. Look at the size of that thing. There you go. We're gonna let it go. Let me tell you, I want to eat this thing so bad, but you gotta be. We fish here every day, almost every day. Well, not every day, but we fish here often, and I just want to leave the specimen in the water. And it is a clean fish, man. Look at this thing. I'm gonna let it go because I'm gonna let it go. That's a maybe my luck will turn for that. So yeah, one slap. That was the biggest crappie I think I've caught on a live stream this year. I was 100% sure it was a bass because it wasn't running and it kind of went into the weeds. All right. Well, I'm glad I caught you a fish, James. Take it easy. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Yeah, they do. They do get bigger than that too. Thanks, guys. If somebody can say three largemouth bass and one crappie, I'd appreciate it. I don't know why, but this way, in case people come into the live stream and ask me what I caught, it's right there. Now, the way I got that fish was actually just twitching out the gulp minnow up and down. So I guess they're not biting too hard. I did notice that the big crappie you have to like agitate them. But yeah, you usually don't catch those that big here because there's dudes that will come here with buckets and fish them out, but they usually catch smaller ones. I think I'm getting bites. No, it's not. I'm getting stuck in seat. That was a good sized crappie. Thank you, Edward. Hey, Jayfish, I saw you popping in. What's going on? I'm sorry, I didn't see your message before I pinned the alligator. One slap crappie, I like that better. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And Jay, who else is here? Edward. Jayfish, I appreciate you stopping by. I heard, I remember, if I remember correctly, you're from New York, and I heard you guys are absolutely. Oh, wait, that crappie is still chilling there. I mean, does it know that it's okay to go? It probably thought it got caught by the bucket brigade. Look, that crappie is still chilling there. Hold on, let me get stick. You see that thing? It's just sitting there. You see that? Okay, buddy. It's okay to go. Nobody's gonna eat you. You probably heard the accent. You think I eat you? Yeah, there you go. It left. It left the chat. What's Gucci, everyone? I like that. J Fish, are you ready for the weekend? I gotta drive. I gotta drop my little one in Brooklyn tonight. Spend some time with grandparents. Go to Coney Island. Get a glizzy. Get some pop, and take some rides at Coney Island. All right, let's let that gulp minnow drop. I'm just gonna twitch it off the bottom. Maybe we'll twitch ourselves into a big perch. You're the only one company. That's funny. It's good to see all you guys here. I appreciate you stopping in. Like I said, I've said it before today, but I don't take you guys for granted. I appreciate everybody stopping by, especially on a Friday morning. I'm just twitching that gulp minnow, kind of like off the bottom and letting it drop. We might be able to actually either get a perch like this or a bullhead catfish. I did catch a catfish here like that. That's not a fish. That is no fish. I the only problem is you will twist yourself into a. All right, good. Oh man, the Gulf minnow snapped off. Damn it! Should not twist it like a guy from Philly. All right, let's go. Let's go check on our bass rig that I just like threw out there for no reason. There's no rhyme or reason for this technique, but it's fun to see. Hmm. Yeah, the bass bite is tough. Let's. I'm gonna take this Berkeley worm. I'm gonna replace it with the black and red shad by Yamamoto. You have an emergency renovation? Nice. Oh, you're working at the Carnegie Hall? That's awesome, man. That's a cool job. I've actually been there many times with my wife and with my parents, just for like, I used to be I used to be a man of music. When I was a kid, I used to play piano. I know it's not very manly, but man, I enjoy that. So I kind of like to go to Carnegie Hall like once every 5 years. All right, Yamasenko, red shad. See who else is in here. All right, let's try it. I have hope. I have been having very good luck with this. I'm probably gonna fish for like another hour or so, just for those wondering. At least my. Wait, I didn't start it properly. Kind of want to start. I'm just learning the screw lock, but you kind of want to start it so it goes down perfectly down the middle. Oh, by the way, for those of you in the chat now, find my post about the way and drop a comment on it, please, because I want to make sure that people don't get upset that it didn't announce it. I didn't make a video about it, because I wanted to go to somebody that supports me through live streams. So I made a post. Please go to my post on my channel. There's a giveaway for about, I don't know, like $70, $80 worth of stuff. I usually never do giveaways because I feel like people try to get more viewers, but I wanted to give back to the people that support me. So just drop a comment, just follow the rules, drop the comments, and we will, me and my kids will properly do it, and we'll do, oh, you want to see bluegill sitting on beds? Wait, you guys, hold on. Where's that bluegill? Where you go? You see the fish there? You see that fish? That's a beautiful pumpkin seed sitting on the bed. You see that? That's a male pumpkin seed protecting the bed. Look at that guy. Oh, you're saying 1 Carnegie Hill, 96th Street, Manhattan. Got it. Oh, man. I actually almost got a job at the MTA working for the city of New York, but I got a better offer here in Jersey. I stayed. Almost became an MTA worker. What year was that? Like 2012. New York City is a cool city. I like it. Yeah, so I didn't realize, Mika, I didn't realize you can just buy this collect separately, but like I said, I always learn things the hard way. I didn't realize you can buy the screw locks independently until somebody mentioned it in the comments in one of my videos. I otherwise I would just probably get a bunch of EWG hooks and put the screw locks in them myself. I don't know why. Yeah, because I thought it was kind of hard to put them on, but then once somebody said it, I realized that, oh wait. But what I like about this Berkeley hook that it has that 3/16 weight on it. The thing I heard is you can buy tape, like lead tape, to wrap around it. The only problem I see was that with that is that lead tape, that corner of that lead tape might be snagging on a bunch of weeds sometimes. What's going on? We are fishing in Jersey. That's as much as I can tell you, bud. Thanks for stopping in and welcome to the live stream, Just Fishing John. Hope you're having a great Friday. I'm not boring you to death. Yeah, started off pretty strong, but we kind of fell off with fishing as the fishing progressed. We still have caught 3 largemouth and 1 slab crappie in an hour, but it could have been a little better. Could have been a little better. Grumpy could have done a little better. I'm just gonna let that thing drop. But yesterday I caught a turtle while bass fishing, and it definitely came from my red and black shad too. I pulled. I thought it was a nice fish. I pulled in a turtle. Edward, are you how's your health doing, by the way? I was gonna ask. I'm sorry I didn't before, but I do hope you have a good weekend and you're in good spirits. Gonna do one more cast and then we're gonna switch back to ultralight because this is not the best spot for bass, but I've caught bass here with my kids when every other spot on the lake was occupied by a fisherman. So I got a little bite. Sometimes I have more luck just fishing a regular EWG hook with no weight on it, just weightless. All right, let's do one more cast, and if nothing happens, we move. We'll do a couple of casts with ultralight. One second. Yeet. They took a bone marrow biopsy Wednesday trying to figure out my messed up blood work. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. I'm sorry to hear that, Edward. I hope everything works out for you, man. That is you're going through a tough stage of life right now, and I'm wishing you the best, man. And I hope they don't find anything. Voidcaster, welcome in. You get easy old small time. Hey, what's going on, Hudson Plots? Everybody's in here. That's awesome. Hudson Plots, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for always commenting on my shorts. The better question is all that terminal tackle decent quality? I'll gladly buy it. I'm not a tackle elitist, but the only thing I don't like is Chinese reels because I bought one, I think, and it was no bueno. I think I bought a bunch of Mr. Crappie reels, and I don't think they sell them anymore. But they were pretty good for the first 2 weeks, and then they were absolute trash. I felt like it was a complete waste of money. What's interesting about Daiwa reels, if you have $100 reel and it goes bad, you can still sell it on eBay for like 40, $50 to people that will fix them. So your cost of owning a good Daiwa reel is like 50%. Did I say I was not going to cast anymore? All right, I did say that. All right, let's uh, let's cast one time with the ultralight. Maybe we'll catch another slab crappie. Oh, that's right. That's why I wasn't fishing because we lost the gulp minnow. Jeez. Look, hot and plots. I'm fishing with a iFish. I'm like a iFish fanatic. I'm fishing with his jig head, and I'm wearing his iFish tackle gloves. Got it. Yeah, Edward. I sincerely feel bad for you, man, because um my wife works at a cancer center, and I go to donate. The best thing I can do is donate my T cells, which is a lengthy donation. It's a 4-hour process. But when I go there, and like my wife deals with cancer people all the time, cancer patients, and when I go there, it's a very sad place. It is it breaks my heart every time. But yeah, if you want to do a good thing for those of you that don't know, you can donate your T cells, and they will extract them from you. It's a bit of a procedure. It's about 4 hours. That will either give them to a cancer patient or they'll use it for research. Probably the most amazing thing you can do for somebody, other than donating your kidney or something. I've done it 3 times already. There's no negative effects about it if you're a healthy person. I do it once a year, so I'm probably gonna. I do it right around like Christmas time. That's the best I can do. That's about it. But it does something. What bag is that? Oh, this is a Walmart special. That's a Coleman. This bag is 4 years old, my friend, and I bought it for $30, and it held up 5 times better than any of those Amazon Chinese bags that you can buy for fishing. I absolutely love that Coleman. I did put a hole through it because I took it ice fishing, and I had a great idea of putting an ice auger in it, and it slipped out of the cover and ripped a hole through the lining. But you know what? 4 years for $30. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good return. 'Cause, those Yeti backpacks are super heavy, and they're $350, $400 with tax. So I'll be buying another Coleman. I just wish it wasn't like that lime green color. So because I think everybody knows me now at this place. Every time they see my lime green Coleman backpack. All right, I don't know. There's a fish. Man, the bite has been slow today. The bite's been very slow. Let me do one more cast and let's get out of here. You got it, Edward. It's like I said, I can't do much. Unfortunately, I can't raise money. Uh, I'm not in that position, or not yet. But oh, yeah, yeah. The bite is tough today. We can probably throw on that Cabela's thing and probably catch a couple of them top water. But let's switch the spot because I'm not feeling the spot anymore. The Cabela's go-to shot is something else. I swear by it. I think it's a little big for that hook I have, but we'll see. All right, let's get the rods. We're gonna move. We're gonna walk for about I don't know, a minute, maybe less. We're just moving along the bank. I'm gonna start casting my ultralight a little bit more, just to see if there's actually fish around. I bought like 3 Amazon ones, and they go bad after a few months. So you got a good bag there. Yeah, so I bought a. I don't know if you're still in the live stream, but so I bought one of those. I think the company is called Matiin or something. I bought one of those bags like 5 years ago, and they look good in pictures. And there's a lot of good, honest guys on YouTube that review them. Uh, man, the zipper quality is terrible. They basically go flat on you after a year. They just like an accordion. They just like don't hold their shape. The Coleman one holds the shape. And yeah, overall, just you get what you pay for. You buy a backpack on Amazon for fishing for $35. You get what you pay for. But Coleman, not a fishing backpack, but it's been great. Wow, the bite is really slow today. I gotta find a school of crappie or something. Oh, there's a bass right there. Hold on, so you can drop it. It's a baby bass. Yep. Oh no, that was a bluegill. Hold on, there's a bunch of bass and bluegills there. Maybe we can get a bite on a drop. Yeah, we did get a bite. No, we didn't. Maybe we did get a bite and put me right in the weeds. But there's a bunch of little bass there and bluegills. I don't think those bluegills are really protecting the bed. Nope, they have no interest. I just landed the gulp minnow right on the tail of that fish, and no interest. It was literally sitting on his tail. All right, let's see if we can find the school of crappie. YKK zippers for the win. Yes, YKK zippers are the best. There was an article how they went up in price like 50% because of the tariffs. YKK's YKK zippers are the best. I'm not sure if Coleman uses them, but wow, the bite is slow. It became slow. We started off so well, but the bite has been slow. I'm kind of surprised it's that bad. Anyways, anybody got some fun plans for the? Come on, jeez. Ooh, just hit. Ooh, look at that. It's perfectly landed on my pants. Anybody has any crazy plans for the Memorial Day weekend? Anybody gonna go get some crazy parties going? Hopefully, I don't twitch myself into like a 3 pound bass. That can happen too, and it did happen right at this spot last spring. I was doing this, and I ended up fighting a 3.5 pound bass for about 6 minutes. Yeah. All right, one more cast, and we're moving again. Don't let it drop. Neko rig is my go-to for bass. Neko rig. I heard about it. I don't mean to sound uneducated. What's a Neko rig? Neko rig. That sounds familiar. Ooh, that's a bass. Hold on. Let's see if we can be friends with him. Maybe he'll come over. I'm asking for trouble with the ultralight here, but come on, man. Come on, man. We can catch that fish. What's more fun than fighting a bass on the ultralight? Hold on. Oh, yes. Perfect cast. Wait. Wait for it. Twitch it on the way down. No. That was a bass top water. Oh, wait. No. Neko rig. I know Ned rig, but Neko rig, maybe I heard about it. Wish you could join. I'm stuck at work until 3 of us. Ryan shuts. That's not a fish, is it? No. Hold on. Let's cast that red shad Senko. Just gonna throw my stuff down like this. It's fine. There's no sand there. Hold on. There's a bass jumping there. Maybe we can be friends. And I'll read that. Hold on. We'll join you. Work till 3, but I want to cast a few when I get out. I live around Flemington Lake in North Brunswick. Nice. Well, if you want any advice, the best bite is at sunset anyway. I don't know if you probably know that better than me, but I come to all the places with my kids around 7, and they'll ride their bike here, and we wait till about 1 hour before sunset. Man, that bass bite turns on. That's why you sometimes see a lot of my videos with my kids catching bass, and you see that the sun is either going down or already went down. We usually stay about 15, 20 minutes after the sunset until Mrs. Orca calls me and tells me to bring the kids in, which is the right thing to do. But yeah, that sunset bite is something else. I remember using a wacky rig with my kid. We were fishing for an hour before sunset. As soon as the sun went down, I caught 3 bass in a row. Oh, okay. Speaking of bass, we got one on, boys. I don't know if it's It's a big one? I don't think so, but it's a fish. We got us a bass, boys and girls. Oh man. All right. Well, hey, it's something, right? There you go. I think that's probably the biggest bass we caught today. I'm not sure if it's bigger than the one we caught before, but hey, hey, decent fish. Decent fish. There you go. And catching bass on a live stream. What can be better? Decent fish. All right, let's put them back. That was on yeah, I really like that black and red. That's kind of the size of the fish you're gonna catch. We did catch a giant one last live stream. But you'll catch them. That was a nice bass. Not a giant, but hey, we'll take it. So that's now, what is this? We're up to 4 largemouth and 1 slab crappie. So, man, always listen to them, man. Thanks, Ryan Schutz. Flemington is cool. I'm not too far away from you. Actually, I work as a private driver. A lot of farmer guys, or at least meetings, I bring people from Flemington. Flemington people are cool. It's kind of like middle, right in the middle between PA and Jersey. All right, so maybe we caught that bass that was jumping over there and being active. Who knows? See if we can catch another one. That's a pretty decent cast. I'm not sure if there's a lot of bass there, but we'll see. Usually don't catch a lot of bass in that area, but who knows? I mean, let's see who else. You take a finesse worm, 4 to 5 inch, 7 inch, then you put a nail weight on the head. You use an O-ring towards the middle of the worm, then use a wax sinker hook. Huh, that's interesting. I like that. Unspoken revenge. I don't know if you're still in the live stream, but thanks for that tip. I'm gonna. Thanks for that tip. I actually saved that. Yes, thanks for the tip. I didn't see you come in unspoken revenge. All right, so we got 4 largemouth bass, 1 slab crappie. Ultralight is completely dead today. I don't know what's wrong. Nah, it's not a fish. Ultralight is just dead in the water today. So we're fishing for bass with a fluke rod that my kid uses for surf fishing. Never thought of myself as a bass fisherman, but I enjoy it. It's kind of challenging. It's kind of fun. And it's not expensive. All right. I'm thinking maybe I should run a different color. Maybe I should use a Nico worm on my ultralight. Catch more fish with it. I'm gonna try something. Neko. I gotta look into Neko. I gotta tell you, I find. Oh, by the way, if you saw my short with the orange Senko, I found that Senko right there. Not gonna lie, when I'm 42 years old, I found it right there. Like, and I was like, I'm gonna fix it with a lighter. And speaking of that, this morning I found a lighter by the bench because I actually don't possess a lighter. There you go. If this is yours, tell me where you lost it. So yeah, I find broken up Senkos all the time here. That's not a fish. That is not fish. All right, hold on. There's one spot I want to cast to, which I think is where I caught my big one last year, and we'll be out of here. I'll just let it drop. So we got some new members, but I've seen Success Fishing join me last time when I was fishing with my, I think it was my, I called it the cheap setup, the ugly stick with some no name And believe it or not, I actually like that rod better than this rod, even though this is more proper. But I was fishing with an ugly stick and a fluger reel, both of which I bought at Walmart. Hmm. All right, let's move. I'm gonna switch to I have a small Japanese lure, Nico. It's it gets bites though. We'll catch some random bluegills with it. Actually, maybe we should try that before we move because there's I do see bluegills here. Let's see where my Nico is. This is my friend Nico. Where did I put him? By the way, this is the hooks I'm using. This guy is they're cheap. They're like, well, not super cheap, but they're $4 a pack. And this guy I fish, he taught me a lot of things I know about ultralight fishing. All right, let's see where Nico is. Oh, where did I put Nico? Oh, Nico. I remember taking it with me. No, I don't see it. I remember grabbing Nico with me. Oh, here it is. Nico. Nico, let's go bowling. What's going on? Hey, Danny Peru. Good morning. Welcome in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fish this little thing. I treasure these because I bought them just to try to make a YouTube video about them. They're super pricey. I bought them from a local tackle store, so I guess I support them too. Look at the price of this thing, $7.99 for these five. But they last forever. I don't know what they make them with, but check this out. Boink, boink. They last forever. I caught probably like 20 fish on them already on one of them. And the Japanese give you a little package like this. It's kind of cool. But I treasure these. All right. By the way, best chest pack for the money, $14.99, I think. All right, let's take the gulp minnow off for now. Let's put on Nico. It's good to see you, Danny Peru. Hey, big bug dude. I'm gonna assume you're a deer hunter with that name. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a good Friday. Let's try Nico. There you go. Silly, but it works. I didn't really rig it properly, but you know what? That's fine. Because I think the way it holds in the water is what's going to trigger the bite. Hold on, let me put the gulp minnow back. Before, if you leave these out, they become very crusty. All right, look, I'm gonna. Ow, my knee. Forgot. Ouch. Wait, is that? The hell is that? Anyways, look, watch this Nico. Watch the Nico go to work. Guarantee you I'm gonna get a fish. I know. I got one already. Let me fix the front tip. Being lazy. All right. All right, here we go. We're gonna send Nico to work. Let's get. I'm gonna call it bluegill. Oh no, I missed. Hold on, wait. It's falling down. Wait a minute. Why is it? It's almost cast too far for me. Hold on. There's an open. I don't know if you can see it. There's like an open grassy area right here, and I want to just drop it right in there. And I think something's gonna pick it up on the drop. I missed it again. Let me get closer. Let me fix the rig. It's starting to sound like an insurance salesman here. Let us fix the rig. Oh, I see why. Put too much of it on. Now we're good. Look at this. Oh my God, huge snapper. Hold on, can you see him? Gigantic snapping turtle just swam by. That was a big boy snapping turtle. Man, yep, I got him. I knew it was going to happen. You see that? Well, hey, listen. I caught you that bass before. I just wanted to catch a fish on Nico. That's a giant. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes you got to have fun. The joys of ultralight fishing. Oh, something. I saw something come for it. Yep, I had another fish on. I'm going to stop messing around. One more cast, just for fun. I thought I was going to get a bass on it. I think the bluegills are now eating it up. I'm just letting it drop like a grub. All right, let's stop messing around. One more cast, and we'll go fish for bass. You don't have snapping turtles? No, that snapping turtle was like, I don't know. In the water, it looked this big. I don't know, probably like 2 feet long. Not 2 feet, maybe like 20 inches. That was a big boy turtle. That one of them turtles will bite your finger off. I was expecting something bigger on Nico. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go to a new spot. Man, I thought Nico was going to catch us a bigger fish than that tiny bluegill. Let's go catch a bass. My phone is at 27%, so realistically, we got 15 minutes. Let's see if I can catch a nice sized fish. Now, I'm just thinking where I should go. I don't want to fish here. This is a spot I want to try. Let's see. I want to try this spot. Let's throw the bass first. Ouch. See? A backpack. It does become like, there we go. See if I can catch you a bass. So we got 4 bass, 1 giant slab crappie, which was a complete surprise to me. And we caught 1 tiny bluegill. And we fished for an hour and 30 minutes. Now we need a big bass to finish it off. I do need an external battery pack. I'm going surf fishing for fluke. I'm going to announce it probably tomorrow morning. I got to see either tomorrow morning or Sunday morning. And I will bring an external battery pack with me. I already charged it up. In the mornings, I really can't fish for too long. I got some errands to run. But when I go fluke fishing, I'll definitely grab an external battery with me. We'll go fluke and striper fishing. No guarantees how that's going to work, but couple of years ago, right by the bank, maybe like 2 feet away. I was just fixing my gulp minnow, and it dropped in the water, and it came out with I caught a 2 pound bass right by the bank with my kid. So surprised here at this spot right here. All right. Flavor Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Yes. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. I'm really surprised that Ultralight was not catching. So we started the live stream, just to repeat myself for the 100th time. I casted twice. The first two casts, we got two dinky largemouth on an ultralight rod. Then we got another largemouth on a bigger largemouth, like a good sized fish. But after that, ultralight hasn't been producing. Hello, I'm surprised it's not working. I don't know where the fish went. Maybe they just don't want to bite. Uh, Whoa, what did I do? Grumpy, you're an idiot. I thought some. I was like, jeez, goddamn weeds. Before I put away the bass rod, let me just. I want to ultralight fish here, but I want to cast one more time with a bass rod. I've caught bass here before. Let's see. I have this spot right here. I don't want to cast into those. Let's check. There should be a spot here somewhere where I can stand. Yes, there's a log right there. Yep, I can stand there. I might even find some stuff there. Haven't looked at this spot in a long time. All right, let's get closer. Used to be a great crappie fishing spot, but I don't know what happened. I haven't caught crappie here. Ryan shows. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. My kid was when we bought a house here in Central Jersey. You see that point right there? I went to Walmart and bought a $20 combo, and I said, my kid was 6 years old, and that started off fishing again for me. I was how old was I? I was like 32 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. It takes time, but you'll get there. I still don't know what I'm doing. But I'd say at this place, I can probably fish better than 90% of people, mostly because I learned it. Just gotta learn you gotta learn your waters. But I never really was a bass fisherman. I just learned how to fish for crappie and bluegills here. That's a fish. We got a fish, boys. All right, decent sized bass. We'll take it. There you go. All right. I was feeling bassy today. I had the same size I caught before. There you go. Bit it on the drop. How you doing? There you go. That's bass number 5. Nice. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Obviously, we're gonna let this guy go. I just want to show him to you. But yeah, he can't. Yeah, this guy's pretty healthy. I'm not gonna say he's super thick, but this place is loaded with fish like this. Not always you'll catch big ones, but hey, That's about the third fish we caught this size. That was good. 5 light. Oh, thank you. Let me change that. There you go. Whoop, whoop. We got one. Uh, one thing I learned fishing, I don't know if that's true for every spot, is, but if you cast like 5 times at a spot, if you're bass fishing and you cover the ground, the best thing to do is move because you will like. But I'm not some professional. I'm not. I have no idea what I'm doing. But for me, at least, if I come to a place and I cast like 5 times and I cover most of the water, and if I get no bites, I'll usually sit there for another like 15 minutes and still get no bites. But I'll go over to the next spot and right away, boom, on the first, second cast, you'll get a fish. So that taught me to move more often than to sit at the same spot. If you're fishing like this, obviously live bait fishing is different. Ah, we just had a bite. Yeah, we missed that one. That was another fish. I'm not sure what my Senko looks like right now, but that was definitely a bite. I'm not gonna say it was a giant, but we just missed another one. It's okay. Get him back. All right, it's been 30 plus. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm gonna recommend, Ryan? Get yourself an ultralight rod. I'd say get a good thousand. You don't have to listen to my advice, but ultralight rod will teach you a lot about fishing. It's kind of like if you want to learn a motorcycle, you don't want to start off on a 1,000 cc bike. You want to start off on like 250, 500. I think if you're getting back into fishing, I highly recommend starting off with an ultralight light rod, a like 4 to 6 pound line, 1,000 series reel, and just getting back to seeing how the fish bite and how they act. And I feel like that's the best way to get back into fishing. At least that's what I did, and it worked out for me. And slowly you can go fluke fishing for Jersey Shore. Fluke fishing is actually easy. If it's an easy way to, I thought I had a bite. It's an easy way to, uh, if they're biting, you're gonna have a grand time, man. You can just use a bass rod to go fluke fishing, which is what this is. This is my kid's fluke fishing rod. And you basically almost use the same technique as you fish weightless. You just twitch it a couple of times, let it drop. Twitch it, let it drop, and reel up. Let's see who else is here. Flavor Dave. The fishing community in general has been great. Everyone I've chatted with at the bait shop. Yeah, fishing community is great. The bait shop obviously has an incentive to be nice, but there's a lot of great bait shops. Like I know some people don't like Tackle Box, but I love Tackle Box at the Jersey Shore. I know sometimes their stuff can be pricey, but overall, very good advice and very good people to deal with. Just gonna let it drop. I'm feeling a little. I have a little nibble. Not yet though. We did miss a fish right there. Maybe we should cast further out. With 22% on my phone. Ah. What's interesting is that my battery on my phone used to last me longer. It used to last me like, sometimes I also like to twitch it top water like that. And you just give it like a lot of rapid twitches. So it kind of looks like a snake and then you just let it drop. And that has been very productive on a weightless, completely weightless rig for me. All right, let's drop it where we had a bite. And if nothing happens, we'll throw it to the right. All right, had a bite right there. I'm gonna let it drop. Top water bite on early morning stripers. Yes. So I'm gonna get out there. Either I'm not sure. Yes, I gotta check my kid's schedule too. But Saturday or Sunday, I'm getting out there. I'm bringing this rod for fluke fishing, and I'm bringing my. I have a St. Croix Mojo, and I already tied on a glide bait. The only problem is I'm really afraid of losing that glide bait. Uh, I paid very little money for it, but it's worth like 50 bucks. I bought it on a Facebook Marketplace sale and basically paid nothing for it. But I'm paranoid about casting out there and losing it. So I might have to go to like a field and practice my casts. So I am not very good at casting glide baits. We did catch a humongous crappie today. All right, one more cast with the bass rod. And I'm gonna bring my ultralight here. Or actually we'll go ultralight fishing at that spot and then we'll come back here. I don't have that much battery left. Yep, Joey's absolutely right. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And I mean, I'm genuine. I always give advice to people as long as they take it, and I take advice from people because I'm just a mediocre fisherman. I'm just doing a side quest in life. I'm not looking to. I don't compete with anybody. I just fish for fun, but I'll gladly give advice. I'll basically tell people all my YouTube shorts are, instead of saying now, oh, this is what you got to do, I just say this is how I do it, and I think that's the best way to not be like salesy in my videos. So I made some videos how I fish trap magnet, how I fish gulp minnow. You can look at those too. I have a feeling there's a fish here somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. Let me do one more cast, short cast real quick. I feel like there's a fish like somewhere in these weeds. I'm basically standing on this log so I don't get wet. That's why waders are great. Also, if you're going back into fishing and you're going to fish Jersey, buy yourself a pair of good boots because it will open up so many more spots for you. Because look, I'm fishing some old hiking boots, and I can't go. If I had boots on, I'd be more comfortable in the spot. And there's many more spots I'd be able to go to. But because I don't have waterproof boots on me, I'm kind of limited today. And the only reason I'm limited is because I hiked out here. But if you're getting back into fishing, get yourself a pair of nice boots. Yes, buy tick repellent. Better advice than boots. Very important. A guy that, oh man, I think I just had a bite. The guy that brought me back to fishing, uh, the guy that actually basically introduced me to fishing, had a bad tick bite, and he has Lyme disease, and he's a little older than me, but he replaced both of his shoulders and both of his knees because his joints are basically fried because of the Lyme disease. I'm trying different techniques. Maybe there's a fish there. This is just I call it the Jersey twitch. You'll see some people fishing for fluke and they'll just be doing this with their rod nonstop. All right, let's go back to the ultralight. We did catch a bass at this spot, so it was not useless. My phone's running on fumes. I got to catch one more fish before we end this. And Yeah, usually my phone lasts at least an hour longer. I'm not sure if it's the new software update that did this, but something wrong. Ooh, something wrong. I don't know what I want to fish. Should I fish gulp minnow? Yeah, let's fish gulp minnow. Jeez, come on, Grumpy. You're not that terrible. Okay, that looks like good clients. All right, let's see if we can catch a fish before we end the live stream. If you got any questions, suggestions, let me know. Who's here? Oh, Tuli, what's up? Man, I gotta start. I can't start fishing later. I wish you were here when we started. We caught some bass, man. We caught like what, 5 largemouth today? Yeah, 5 largemouth. Well, let me see if I can catch you a fish. I'm gonna stop blabbing. It's good to see you, Ian. Ian is our friend from Vegas. He likes to trout fish with a drop shot, and he makes his own lures, which are pretty cool. I think Ronyo used his lures and had crazy success. So did I. But because I'm scatterbrained, I'll use everything and everything. I just threw the Nico out. I had a tiny bluegill. All right, let's go and find us a crappie. We did catch a giant crappie today. Hey, look what I was fishing with. It's one of those Japanese Nico lures. All right, let's see if we can find a fish before the live stream ends. Huh. See if Grumpy can catch you a fish. I'm gonna do 2 casts here, and then we move. 2 casts, move. Maybe catch you a bass. Who knows? What time is it? 17%. Let me lower my screen brightness a little bit. Hello, Karen. Good point. I took a tick off my leg just this last weekend. Yeah, tick crazy this year. Actually, I think I made a post about it. Oh, I see something. That's a fish. Maybe we can twitch ourselves into that fish before we twitch ourselves into the weeds. So what I'm doing is just like lightly twitching it and letting it drop. That usually will get you like here. It'll get you before it gets you a bluegill. It'll get you a largemouth bass or a crappie sometimes. But man, it's too weedy here. All right, let's do one more cast and then we're moving. I took down the brightness on my screen to save battery. So if I don't keep up with the comments, I'm sorry. But when I'm moving, I'll check them again. We're probably only going to fish for like 10 more minutes. And next time, I'm surprised. My phone used to last me 2.5 hours in the live stream, and now it only lasts about an hour and 40 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but it doesn't make it to 2 hours. Ah, I had a bite. I don't know. Nah, that's not a fish. Oh, let's let it drop. Maybe we'll get a fish there. No. All right, let's move real quick. I'm feeling that spot where we caught a bass. Ooh, what's that? That is not good. Actually, you know what? Let's move to a new spot. Maybe we'll catch a fish there since they're not expecting us. I rarely fish these spots, but let's try it. You never know. There should be bass here. As long as I don't bust my ass coming down here. All right, let's first throw out the bass rig, and we'll catch a good one. Catch a good one. Let's check. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I think our bass rig is done. I don't know how I did that. I gotta fix that today because I gotta use this rod for fluke fishing. I think we're very limited on our casting distance. Unfortunately, well, good thing this happened at the end of the live stream, at least. I might have to put more braid on. I might have to put more braid on to fix that. I don't know why I did that. Can we catch a bass while only having 30 feet of line? Let's try it again. Okay, that was my last cast with this rig because I'm very short on fishing line. So it's completely done now. If we catch a fish on this, that's a miracle. I'm gonna reel it up and not use it again. This is my last chance. Sorry, guys. We're just gonna have to go with ultralight. Let's reel it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this rig. All right, let's grab the ultralight and try to catch you a fish. Let's see. Can we redeem ourselves? Whoosh. Twitchy twitch. Twitchy twitch. Twitchy twitch. It's time to bite. Come on, man. It's Scalp Minnow. You should be biting him. All right, hold on. One more cast. I want to put something different on. Okay. I mean, there has to be a bass at that spot that would be interested. There's a bass right there. It's not a fish. Not fish. Let's cast where that fish jumped. Oh, man. That's a tough casting spot. Why fishing has to be so hard today? Promise you guys a fish. No, I have to catch you a fish before the end of the live stream. We got to get to bass number 6. Here's what I'm going to do. That pedal tail, the Cabela's go-to shed, that works all the time. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw a Cabela's go-to shed on this thing. Even though it's a bit of a large lure, it's a big plastic. We're short on time, so I'm just going to do this quick. We're doing it live. There we go. There we go. Cheapest lure in my possession with a pale tail, and there's something about it. Check this out. If I don't catch something on it right now, I'd be surprised. There's something about this pedal tail, and you saw me do it in the last live stream. That pedal tail is something else. Now watch this drive. All right, I'm gonna let it drop a little bit. I already had a bitey bite. I have to catch you fish. We're still not sure if this is a fish. No, this wasn't a fish. This was, no, I don't think it's a fish. That's weeds. It's okay. I kind of swim at top water in that pedal tail, and then I just let it drop. Man, Cabela's pedal tail's not working? Oh, something's off. Hmm. Wow. I'd be damned. It's not working. The bite must be really bad if we can't catch a fish in Gulf Minnow or Cabela's pedal tail. Hold on, I'm gonna drive it closer to the bank. There has to be something here. Hmm. Oh, that was a fish. See, I told you. Not a big bass, but look, it worked. Bass number 5. It's a small one. Okay, but listen, I'm telling you, Cabela's paddle tail. You just swim it like barely subsurface, and then you stop, and they'll bite it. Small bass, but hey, it's something. I promised. I delivered. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm telling you, if you're like never like I accidentally purchased this at Bass Pro Shops in Atlantic City. Take a picture, take a print screen of this. It is by far the most successful plastic that I've ever used for bass. Thank you. Like it will, you just kind of let it swim out water, and I think that pedal tail creates some sort of a vibration. And same thing in last live stream. I think I put it on first cast. Right away, we had a good sized bass. That was a small bass that we caught, but I basically cast it, and you see how I'm reeling it top water, and then I just twitch it and let it drop. Twitch it, let it drop, and then you will get bites. You'll actually, because it's mostly top water, you will see like a some sort of like a water disturbance around it, and you'll know you have a fish. They're not huge, but hey, let's see if I can catch one more before we end the live stream. But I love this. I'm gonna buy so many more of these. It's just black and white color, nothing serious. I don't know if that was a fish or not. It's a bit hard to hook them because I'm literally using a tiny. Oh man, something came for it. But I can't hook them because I'm using this tiny hook. Let's see. It just needs to fully swallow it. Let's see if I can get that guy again. But yeah, use a like a size 6 or size. I would use a size 6 jig head, but nothing too heavy. All right, that's a dude. I can't get a hook set. Hold on. The fish come for it. Yeah. Oh, I see why I can't get a hook set because the last time I had a fish, uh, the hook is basically not. All right, let's see. We're gonna get one now. Hopefully. Let's see if Grumpy's a liar. Okay, perfect. That's exactly where I wanted to go. So yeah, just swim the top surface, twitch, twitch, swim it, and it kind of stays above the weeds. Twitch, twitch. I don't know if that's a fish or weeds. That's a fish. See, Grumpy, Grumpy got you. I teach you. You see that? Woo, baby, we finishing off strong. I tell you, I catching these bass no problem. All right, saw that? Where? There you go. All right, you can't say I don't know how to fish that. Nice fish. I'm putting a show for you. All right, let's see where we at. We're at 9%. All right. So yeah, not huge bass, but there's something about this pedal tail. And let's see if we can get another fish from the same spot. You just watch what I do. Maybe I don't explain it the best. But if you buy one of these, it's like $3.99 for a pack. You just throw it, let it sink a little bit, and just twitch. And I'm on a 4-pound line, just ultralight. You just do the old twitch, twitch, and then raise it, let it fall. I'm not sure if that's a fish, but you kind of do that twitch, and that pedal tail creates a vibration. And it kind of looks like a dying fish swimming top water. Oh yeah, that spot I never casted to before, so probably might be able to get something. Yep, bass came off. So it doesn't swim like a frog. You kind of swim it almost like a frog on top, but you let it drop. And that pedal tail action really gets them going. Let's see if we can hook into the next one, because I think what the last fish did was you really should be using like a size 8 or size 6 jig head. I'm just using a tiny jig head with a size 10 hook. But we're just at the end of the live stream, we're just having fun. I don't have your little green worm today, Thule, but I will have it next week. I gotta pack it up. Let's see if I can get. It has to have that pedal tail action. That's where the magic is. That pedal tail action. You see how I'm twitching it? That's what will get you fish. Hold on, let me see if we can catch that bass that bit it last time. I'm at 6%. I want to catch one more fish before we end the live stream. Yep, that was a takedown. That was a takedown. We got a bass on. See, I told you. Oh, he spit it out. I'm telling you. You saw we were fishing. And paddle tail, I put it on. We already had 2 bass on. We had third one just came off. And you'll see them bite it because you're gonna just see that top water. It's not a full takedown, but you'll see the water churning around it. All right, let's do last cast here. I'm trying to catch you a fish before I'm done because my phone's about to be dead. All right, this might be my last cast of the stream, so we have to catch fish. Let's change the spot real quick. Hold on, come on. What did I catch? Give me a second. Oh, I tied it around my own tail with my crazy jigging skills. Hold on, chat. One sec. Well, if only either is going to die, we're going to catch a fish. Let's see which one happens first. Grumpy is trying to catch one more bass before we end the live stream. I'm trying to catch one more bass before we end the live stream. So if you didn't do so yet, can you please double tap that screen and leave me a like? Because I've been working hard for you guys today with these bass. Let's see. Last cast. Can we get a bass? No. Where did the bass go? One more time. I got you a bat. It came off. No, no, it came off. Another one. Hopefully this one is hooked better. All right. Oh man. Ow. That hurt, man. So yeah, you see that the problem I'm having is I'm using too small of a hook on it. So if you're gonna use this, I'm gonna stay around with a size, a much better, bigger jig head. But we just tried it since I was fishing small lures on it. All right. I think it's still, my phone's still not dead. We lost about 3 bass in the past 3 minutes. I really want to catch one to end the stream. All right. If my phone dies, I'm sorry. But okay, that's a fish. I think I hooked him pretty good. I'm just gonna go fast. There's another bass. There you go. There you go, chat. If you didn't double tap the like button, I'm catching bass for you out here. All right. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Let me raise the brightness, and that's bass number 8. Cabela's go-to shad. Use it or lose it. I'm gonna see you guys later. About to die. We're gonna let this guy go. So I'm at 2%. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, there was 8 bass, 1 crappie, 1 bluegill. I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. I'll post when I'm going shore fishing. Thanks again. Have a great one.